Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Truth Train. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of people are asking me, before we start talking about Charlie Kirk, people are asking me, why do I wear sunglasses? People who are watching this on YouTube, thank you. People who are listening to this, we're on YouTube. Remember to subscribe and like this podcast if you want. Remember to do that if you want it. But the reason I'm wearing sunglasses is because I'm staring at the truth. And it's too heavy on the eyes.
Never stare directly at it.
Don't look directly at the truth.
Yeah.
And he's sitting right in front of me. I'm talking, of course, the truth reincarnated himself, Mr. Dex Carrington. Hello to you, sir.
I'm brighter than the sun.
Oh, you're bright. You're bright. You're very bright.
Yes.
Yes, you're a bright child. Okay,
Sure.
so Dex, people are asking, Charlie Kirk, the world is going crazy.
Yeah.
But is it going crazy or is the same amount of crazy as always?
It's a great question. I love where your head's at.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little bit preoccupied with my potato situation, but we'll get into that later.
Yes.
So I was a huge fan of Charlie Kirk just because he was just such a great debater and such an articulate human being.
Right.
And he was so fearless, the courage, So I feel that what qualifies someone to make insightful remarks regarding assassinations in the political sphere are mostly people who fall asleep listening to political commentators.
Right.
Which is you.
I do.
And so, it's so funny. Like, you must have thought, like, when it happened, because you remarked to me that for years now, for decades, you've been falling asleep listening to
Political discussions.
That's right. And so when you saw this happen, you must have thought instinctively, I trained for this.
I did train for this.
And so I need to ask you, how is the world going to change now after this happened?
It's not gonna.
Is that what you're...
Nothing's gonna change.
Really?
Nothing will change.
You've always been a beacon of hope.
Because here's the thing. We've seen this play before. They've shot presidents. They shot MLK. They shot presidential candidate RFK. They've shot a lot of people. They did that.
The people who shoot.
The people who shoot.
Right.
And then, oh my God, the world will change now. No. The oligarchs, they have a firm grip on that nutsack, which we call the society.
The reptiles?
The reptiles. They have a good grip on the nutsack of everyone. Nothing will change. They have complete control. Yeah, there will be some online hate. But here's the thing. Hate him or love him. If you are a person who cheers that a guy who has a wife and kids and gets shot, there's something wrong with you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Right.
There's something wrong with you.
I'll tell you who's not sorry. Straitjacket manufacturers.
They're not sorry?
No, because a lot of people are going to be put in cells, padded rooms.
They're going to sell a lot of jackets. But if you cheer that people die, like, again, I don't like
Kamala Harris. School buses.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't like.
Okay.
But if somebody shoots that person that I don't like, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but shouldn't they kill Hitler? You know what? I'd rather see Hitler in a court case defending. I'd rather see that and have some popcorn and watching, like, how do you defend that you killed a lot of people? I want to hear the rationale.
That's right.
Right? I want to hear the reason you're doing something. I want to, but they should kill. Do you want to kill Stalin? You shouldn't kill. I want to see these people trialed.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The people who are cheering that the person they don't like got murdered.
Yeah.
Do you think they honestly can't put peace together that this is one day going to affect them?
But it's so funny because, okay, there's people on the right who are cheering when somebody on the left gets, dies or get killed or whatever. And then the people on the left who's doing the exact same thing. Can't you see that you're the same? just opposite.
Right.
It's exactly, you're equally stupid.
Right.
Like, you're just like, it's just a mirror of the other one. It's like, you know, black and white and black. You're just as stupid as your enemy.
Okay.
You're not better. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
But my interpretation is that people on the right never cheer when bad things happen.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a sane side, and then there's the other side.
I don't think that's true.
You know, there was a picture of, somebody sent me a meme, and it was a horse galloping really, really fast.
Right.
Just this horse seemed to be just feeling amazing.
Right.
You know? And then underneath it said, "This is what it feels like to be retarded."
Yeah.
And I think about that a lot when you see people like, "Oh, they killed the guy I don't like." And then your thinking ends there.
Yeah, but let's take it to another example. You remember when Tucker Carlson, he got fired from Fox News? And then all these idiots on the left were like, it couldn't have happened to a better person. AOC, like she said that. Bye-bye, goodbye. And he became bigger than anything. Like, he's one of the biggest podcasters, influential journalists, opinion maker, whatever he is, right? He's big. His interview with Putin had like 300 million views on X. It just, like, he took off. Like, Fox News unleashed something that they didn't know that they sat on.
So you're admitting the world can change now.
Well, the point is that, like, be careful for what you're cheering for here.
Right.
Right?
Because Nick Fuentes is right around the corner.
I mean, he is. And, I mean, you can say whatever you want about him, but he said, this is a time where we follow God and we don't take up arms. Let's be better than this and all that stuff. Yeah. He had like a, let's calm down.
Nick Fuentes.
Fuentes, who in a recent clip I saw, who said we should have a cataclysmic event where almost everybody dies.
Yeah.
Of course, he's funny, right? He's like exaggerating. He's like funny and have very strong opinions, which I very often disagree with.
Right.
But he said that we should now take a step back and follow Jesus Christ.
Right. Which is a pretty good solution.
Which I think, I mean, for a person who screams about blood all the time, he's pretty rational. Nice. More rational than people on the left who were like, yeah, let's kill everybody that we disagree with.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't like trans people. He's a gay. He's against gay, whatever. He's anti-abortion, all that stuff. Sure, maybe not great. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe not great. He helped elect President Trump. Sure. Not your favorite president. I get it. He's a master debater. I don't know. It seems to me that they cut away the debates that are actually interesting and maybe have a great point, but they take the blue-haired person who has like a nose ring and like a communist flag and a transgender flag and whatever, and like, hey, I think you're dumb and you have a stupid haircut. And it's like, yeah, and then he like,
how many genders are there?
Charlie Kirk destroys liberal. Yeah, it's right. Like, yeah, maybe that one and maybe the other one, like these stupid people. But he doesn't really, I don't know. I haven't seen the clips where they get into like interesting debates. It's always like a sheep that's standing there like an idiot. But okay, whatever. But he didn't deserve to die. That simple.
I just feel that I've lost so much hope in mankind now that I've made a conscious choice to start catering full time.
Right.
And so
catering your way out of this.
I am really catering my way out of this. Yeah. I've been making tiramisu since this happened.
Wow.
Because I can't be online. I can't be part of this anymore. We always used to joke that you should bake your way out of things, but I'm literally doing it. And so now I'm online and I'm checking it. What does it take to have your own kitchen certified as an industrial kitchen?
Right.
So that you can cater events, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And I think like I'm done.
You're done?
I've logged out of the public sphere.
Right.
Or the public marketplace of ideas or whatever.
Yeah, because you were heavily involved in that earlier. right?
I was such a big
You were a big player on that field. But you're now not playing that game anymore.
People knew me.
People knew you.
No big deal.
Right.
And I mean, there's a lot of people going to be very upset that I'm no longer in the game.
That is true.
But hey, it's just the way it's got to be.
It's got to be.
People need tiramisu.
Okay, but tell us, what's your plan here?
Listen, I get an extraordinary satisfaction from baking and making food.
Right.
That and going on dates just to argue with women. Those two things.
That's what you love.
But
when you retire, that's the hobbies you will chase.
Listen, but what I'm very good at is I do the arguing before meeting them.
Right.
So they usually hate me and delete me before we even get to the date.
Wow.
So that's
what a talent.
Listen, people respect it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is right now I have a very interesting case, right? So in the beginning, I was just looking at crazy communist people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and I was like dying on the inside.
Right.
Then I figured, like, listen, I need bigger problems. And so I figured, okay, look, I got a birthday party on Sunday that I'm catering, and I'm going to make crispy potatoes.
Yeah.
Now, people would think, oh, crispy potatoes, that's not a problem. You know what I mean? I can take a couple of potatoes, throw them in the oven, make them crispy. Think again. Making seriously crispy potatoes is a science that you don't even want to get into, okay? It makes vaccinology.
That's true. I actually don't want to get into it,
Listen,
but please continue.
It makes vaccinology look like a, kindergarten, cooking class.
Who invented the potatoes, by the way? Wasn't it like the Incas or something?
I don't know.
It came from South America.
I think none of the vegetables we have today really came from anywhere. There was DNA splicing from, oddly enough, probably reptiles back in the day.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They wanted us to flourish through potatoes so they could control us later.
But I'm pretty sure that, the conquistadors, they got the potatoes from South America.
Yeah.
I think so.
The Inquisitions bore fruits.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
They don't.
No. That's a Monty Python sketch, you kids.
Well, that's nice.
For your kids out there.
So anyway, what you do is you take these different potatoes, about roughly this big, right? You peel them, okay? Then you put them into squares, and then you boil them, but you boil them not with salt. You boil them with baking soda.
And by the way, I just want to say that I'm looking forward to how you're going to circle this back towards Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're all looking forward to, just hold on, people.
Yeah. Listen, the payoff here is going to be immense.
Yeah.
And if you stop listening now, you're probably going to regret it for the rest of your life.
That's true.
Because everyone's, they used to have water cooler shows back in the day.
Yeah.
This is a water cooler podcast.
I mean, come on.
And a water cooler moment. Anyway, so what you do is you boil these potatoes in baking soda. The starch comes out of them, and they get all like grimy and starch filled on the outside. Then you take oil, and then you take the essence out of a bunch of rosemary and garlic. You pour the oil over it, you go like this. Then you put them in the oven at super high heat. They're now coated in their own starch. You understand? They're super, super crispy. However, different potatoes behave differently. Okay?
No shit.
Listen.
Are you kidding me?
All I'm saying is I'm in the middle of a massive potato project, which gives me freedom from my sorrow that free speech was murdered in the face.
Right.
And what I've been realizing is I've been grabbing people on the street saying, listen, can I ask you a bunch of potato questions?
Yeah.
You know what they all say? Have you asked ChatGTP?
Yeah. That's actually very interesting.
Isn't it?
We need to stop fact-checking everything.
Listen, you know what I said to them? I said, I want a human's opinion on a potato.
Are you kind of was that like the point, right? Can we talk about like the ChatGPT world we live in now?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I can do this anymore
Right.
with the human beings.
Yeah.
I talked with somebody recently. We had a conversation about something. Who the fuck cares, right?
Nobody cares. about
Nobody
anything.
cares. And I said something about something. And they're like, well, I have to ask ChatGPT if that's true.
Oh, God.
Why do we have to fact check everything now? Can't we just lie a little bit and get away with it? What's with all the fact checking and, hey, I'm going to hold you accountable for this statement? What's with the always policing everything? Don't you see that this is going to end up in a bad place? Listen, I'm not a communist
Anymore.
anymore. I'm really not. And you know why? Because it's a stupid fucking idea. Okay? If you're listen, do I need to? Yeah, but we never had real communism. Well, okay, so we never had it. That's what they say. That's the argument, right? We never had communism. Well, what was Cuba? But it was failed. That was a failed communist. Like it wasn't like Karl Marx kind of communism. But that's where it ends up, right? That's where it ends up because, like, if you have something and you don't want to give it up because the society has said, "Well, I don't want to give that up," they have to take it from you. And if you don't want to, willingly hand it up from you, like hand it out or give it to them, people will then come to your house with weapons and take it from you. And that's basically the whole idea. You need a dictator to like police the whole apparatus, and then it's an oligarchy within that, whatever. It's a failed system. And capitalism, not great either. It's going to eat itself at the end of the day. It creates oligarchs as well. I mean, a few people owning everything, that's where it ends up.
Okay, but what does that have to do with ChatGTP?
Because people are now just controlling everything. They're holding you to account. I'm gonna police that statement.
Oh no.
I'm gonna police you.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing now. Hey, ChatGPT says this. You know what? ChatGPT can go fuck itself. Okay? That's what it can do. Because sometimes it's bullshit. Sometimes it's actually wrong. Yeah, but it says here on the thing. What about trusting your instincts, your brain for a second? Maybe do your own reading. Yeah, but it says here that it's wrong.
But what bothers me the most is like, I was about to engage in this massive potato adventure.
Right.
Right? I mean, is it a russet potato? Is it a gold Yukon potato? You know what I mean? Is it a red potato, a yellow potato, a small potato, a new potato? I mean, what's going on here? And then people are depriving themselves of being part of this, I would say, Lord of the Rings-esque adventure of coming to the bottom of how do you make the crispiest potatoes.
Right.
So I go, hey, let me involve you in this potato world I'm in right now.
Yeah, but ChatGPT says the potato has to be done in this way.
Yeah, but not only that, but they say, don't ask me, ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, but don't you have an opinion? No. I follow the computer. I'm a cyborg.
Do you think dates will be just like two ChatGPTs talking to each other?
It's already like that.
Is it?
Sure. Don't you think that at some point Tinder or whatever the apps out there, don't you think they will have just an AI response? They ask you questions and then you answer the AI thing, and then it kind of creates you inside the Tinder, and now and then she does the same thing, and then the Tinder AI is just like doing the talking and the matching, and then like, hey, you have a date on Saturday with this woman. Don't you think that's going to happen?
I don't know.
Of course it's going to happen. It's already happening. People are marrying their chat person online. There was a guy who killed himself because he thought that Daenerys Targaryen, or whatever, the Game of Thrones lady with the white hair and the dragons, said, "Come to me." And he killed himself. He thought, well, if I kill myself, I'll wake up on the other side with the dragon lady.
Right.
That's where we are now.
Yeah.
Right? And you're trying to make your potatoes, and you're trying to do your own ideas. Like, hey, I'm taking the starch, and I'm reading the story about the Incas and how they made potato crisps, and all that stuff.
But look, it's like,
but the ChatGPT says it's, but you know it better. You know the potato better.
You know what bothers me the most is that it used to be you could be at a bus stop, and then you could turn to the person next to you and say, "Hey, do you know if number 37 stops by the Rockefeller Center?" And then they'd say, "I don't know." And then the two of you could ask a third person, and suddenly there was like a social moment.
Yeah, and somebody ended up in a marriage.
Hey, or two people maybe found each other. They're equally depressed. They climb to the top of a mountain and make a terrible choice up there. But things happened.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
At least something happened.
Yeah, maybe someone started a business together, like Super Soakers or something like that. All I'm saying is great things happened at bus stops before ChatGTP. But now, if you go to a bus stop and you turn to the person next to you and you say, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" They look at you like you're an escaped lunatic.
Why? And by the way, in many cases, they are.
That's true, though. But at the same time, you shouldn't assume.
Well, I mean, you should be open for that. Some sane people also can make like a gesture or something.
I think having psychotic escaped lunatics in your life is a small price to pay for some social interaction.
Can I just say that the mental patients has ruined it for many people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, recently there was a guy on a bus.
And he poured gasoline all over the bus and lit it on fire?
Well, no, not that one. The other one.
The one who stabbed a bunch of people on a train?
Well, not that one, but the other one.
Right.
The knife and the Ukrainian woman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, right?
Psychiatry doesn't have like the best reputation.
Well, isn't it funny that it always happened in the America?
Is it though?
Isn't it? Like most cases, at least, like per capita, more insanity per capita.
Maybe.
I think it is. I mean, I took the subway in New York not long ago. I mean, that's where they have the mental hospital now.
Did someone try to stab you?
Not necessarily, but I did see a guy walking around with a big anaconda.
Did you really?
Yeah.
On the subway?
Yep.
Did you get a stabby look from him?
No, I didn't have to because he had like an anaconda around his neck. I would welcome the stabbing.
Right.
Rather than being bitten by a python or whatever.
Right.
You know, anaconda, whatever I don't know, the slimy, they're not slimy, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm a big fan of your potato project.
Thank you. And I feel it's not even a project now because ChatGTP has gotten in the way of it.
Right. It's ruining the fun. That's the problem.
Look.
People with their fact checking is ruining the fun.
You wouldn't believe how fluffy and light these potatoes are on the inside while being crispy, crunchy, and just radically just transformed on the outside.
Exactly.
I'm talking about a texture adventure that you wouldn't even understand. Here's another fun fact. Because, you know, now that I know that you appreciate potato adventures, if you take a bunch of herbs and you coat potatoes in them and put them in the hot oven, guess what? Those herbs get burned. So what do? Take olive oil or duck fat and you infuse it into the oil. Then you just toss the potatoes in the oil.
You're good with food. I get it.
No. All I'm saying is this is stuff that makes me not have to think about the fact
that there's evil in the world.
That people are shooting each other because they don't know how to talk anymore. And so
that's true.
So I don't understand why more people wouldn't want to join my potato adventure to potato their way out of this discomfort.
I saw a picture of the guy who shot Charlie Kirk. And that guy did not have a kitchen.
What do you mean?
In his dorm.
Oh.
And what happened if you don't have a kitchen?
Yeah.
You have to get your kicks out somewhere else.
That's right.
You don't have anywhere to unload your sadness.
Can't bake your way out of it.
You can't. So he's like, I don't have a kitchen. I need a gun.
Yeah.
And then he climbs on a roof, and then who do I disagree with? Oh, him. If he had a kitchen and a girl, he wouldn't have killed Charlie.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the world right now. He's 22 years old. I will bet you a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch. We're talking $50.
Yeah.
That guy has never fucked.
Really?
Really. Never, ever been with a woman.
Well, if you don't have a kitchen, that makes sense.
What woman want to be with a guy who doesn't have a kitchen?
Makes no sense.
Or access to one, at least.
That's right.
You know, where's his crisps?
Yeah.
So here's my point.
Mm-hmm.
My point is this. A lot of the guys who shoot people now, they're young and radical, but they never fucked anyone.
Really?
Yeah. So, but if they did that, they wouldn't probably, I think, go to the extent of, because they're like, they don't know what they're missing. That's why they think that, I'll get away with murder.
Right.
Right? Like, no, you should be on a date with a woman.
Uh-huh.
Make food, like read a recipe.
Right.
Do something. Don't climb on roofs.
Yeah, but what's the name of that guy who's helping them all out of it? Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he's helping. I mean, that's a guy who's helping everybody.
Listen, he is helping people. You know what I feel?
Yeah.
When I was younger, when I first got my driver's license,
right,
I went to the skate park like 5 days a week, and there was a friend of mine, and I picked him up on the way, and I drove him home, and I did that for like 6 months, and then after 6 months, I didn't have gas money, and suddenly I said, listen, I can't pick you up, I don't have any gas, and he goes, you fucking piece of shit, you know what I mean, like, to put it this way, he had now taken it for granted that I would drive him.
Yes.
And that's when I realized you can't be nice to people.
You can't.
You can't because they can't handle it.
No.
They take it for granted right away.
Right.
And I think Andrew Tate, he's been desperately trying to help, but people can't handle it. People can't handle his help.
We need a better defense around the echo chambers.
That's it.
That's what we need.
Mm-hmm. Insulation.
We need insulation. Stop ruining perfect discussions with facts.
So agree.
Stop with the chat GPT, people, please.
Yeah.
It has to stop.
That's true.
We can't talk anymore before you take up the phone and like, no, it says that you may be wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
What do you mean may be wrong? Yeah, but it does nothing here supports your claims.
I remember.
But can't I just say anything? Right? No, you can't.
But I remember your doctor friend. When I made a lifestyle choice that I was going to drink butter for breakfast.
Yeah.
I went up to him and I said, listen, I don't like to brag, but I'm going to drink butter for breakfast every day. And I'm going to have a 6-pack pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and he said, no, you're not. And I went, listen, I've read a book, okay? Don't mess with my book. It's because fat does this, that, and the other thing. And then he goes like, yeah, but fat just gets turned into carbohydrates anyway. And then he started breaking down my argument.
Right.
And I remember like, there's a special place in hell.
For people like him.
That's right.
Yeah. So
we can't have any of that. Because I'm thinking like, either you support me
or you're against me. My butter.
And no, but listen, he made a very, very powerful enemy that day.
I mean, the worst.
Yeah. And ever since, I've been plotting my revenge. I don't think he's aware of that, but one day he will be.
Who is this?
What do you mean? Whatever. But I mean, you know, because like I told you last time, it's hard to maintain an enemy that keeps giving you medical advice for free. But anyway, I totally agree. Like we should...
we need to defend our echo chambers, people. We are under attack now.
Yeah.
We're under attack, and who's attacking us?
The government.
That too, but the IT people, the apps with the AI and the thing, and it's but my computer did like a trillion computation, and it says that beef isn't 2 minutes on each side. It's 4, and the eggs should be cooked this way, or no, they're transgender athletes should be showering with whatever the discussion is. And I don't really have a dog in any of those races, right? I don't have a dog in that fight, and it's not racing over there. I don't really care about anything, to be honest. I hope it all just goes to hell.
How about this? I think I should be a dictator.
Yes.
I mean, I think we're all on board with that.
I think we can agree.
We can agree. Now, a lot of people would think like, okay, I want to be a dictator, so I should kill those people. I should lock up my enemies. I should, I mean, I think there's a lot of misconstruing when it comes to, but here's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would make a very passionate speech that would win everybody over.
Yes.
Just kind of a given what that would be about. But once everyone loves me, then I would get voted in. I would burn down Parliament, and then I would send in the army, and then I would hunt down people's phones. And if we could just get rid of the phones, then everything would be fine.
Right.
Because in the 80s, everything was perfect. Do you follow any of those nostalgia sites on Instagram?
Not really.
Well, I'm telling you, in the 80s, everything was perfect.
Really?
Yeah. There wasn't one problem in the 80s. And I'll tell you this much, too. If there was a problem, we didn't know about it.
Exactly.
And that's great. And finally, I would just like to say that, the government had a narrative at that time, too, but there was no way to oppose it. And everyone was on board with the same narrative. And houses were cheaper.
I asked Google right now.
Yeah.
Is a dictator good?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, because of its negative and pejorative connotations, modern authoritarian leaders very rarely, if ever, use the term dictator in their formal titles. Instead, they most often simply have title of president.
Right.
Right. So I think it's good.
It's just a guy in charge.
It's a guy in charge. What's the big deal?
Listen.
What's the big give you all the mandates and the power?
Just give me all the power, and not only that, but give me the army.
Yes.
And now I listen, and people would say like, "Oh, he's going to kill that minority or whatever." No, I just listen. Give up your phone or die, and that's no problem. And then we can all have a huge bonfire, and we can burn all the phones.
Yeah.
And then you would think, yeah, but that means you as a dictator, you're going to be the guy with the phone and all the power. Listen, there is no power in a phone if no one else has one.
Right.
So now I'm the loneliest phone user on earth.
Yeah, you'll be swiping and looking for updates, or like everybody's living.
That's right. Everyone's living. So I'm the real loser.
Exactly.
Sitting in my castle
You're
with the phone.
actually dying on the cross for everyone.
Listen, I don't want to say that I'm Jesus, but at the same time,
You kind of are.
that's exactly what Jesus would say,
Yes.
that he wasn't Jesus.
And then like and his phone would never ring.
Don't you agree that all our problems would go away if nobody had a phone?
I think some problems would go away, yes.
No, they all would go away because you wouldn't know about any of them.
Well, you would have cancer.
Well, no, because what I would do is I would force the news to only report on positive stories.
Right, that's smart.
Hey, right? We're all being brainwashed anyway.
I agree with you.
Why not?
Why not? You're getting lied to. Why not lie positively?
Right? So we're all being lied to. Why does it have to be so negative?
I agree. Why is it always negative?
Yeah.
Because they want to scare you.
No.
But isn't it better that they just make you happy and then lie to you that way?
Not happy, but I would say more like pacified, like a morbidly obese person.
Right.
Oh, hey, let's get another donut. You know, that kind of feeling.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah, but just people who just don't care about anything.
People who don't care
People
have great lives.
Because imagine if you come in there, you go like, "Oh my God, it's a full-blown emergency. You got to help this." Good example, right? You famously said that when psychiatric people are on a bus having an episode,
Yeah.
it's always a lot of
Commotion.
and problems and
Yeah, they scream a lot. And it's
volume.
always very noisy.
Yeah, and dirty and like bah. you know? And then someone would say like, "Oh my God, you know." So let's say a crazy escaped lunatic comes on a bus and he's like, "Oh my God, the aliens are coming!" And he's trying to get people to panic, but nobody's panicking. It's like, no, there are no problems here, so we can all just calm down and have a donut. And the guy pulls out a knife. He's like, "I'll stab you all." No, it's impossible. The news says nobody's getting stabbed, so we're fine.
But I would ask that crazy person, like, listen, if the aliens are coming, why are you stabbing me? Well, how does that solve anything? Yeah, but the aliens. Yeah, but, okay, but what is it to me? I can't do anything.
I mean, you could use me against the aliens.
You can shove me at them or push me towards the ship.
There's a better way to use me during an alien attack.
Don't kill me because of the aliens.
Yeah.
What does that do? It does nothing.
That's so true. But look, I think we don't actually even have a world that's on fire or wars or problems or two sides of politics. All we have is an information problem.
Yeah.
Just lie to me better.
Lie to me.
Better.
Please.
You're already lying to me, but lie to me better.
We're all getting lied to all day long. There's no truth. That's why we have a podcast. If there was truth out there, we wouldn't have to be here.
We would be unemployed.
We're doing this pro bono.
That's it.
That means for free.
That's it.
And we are just trying to say to people, listen, if you're lying, which you are, do it better. Lie better. And make it positive. Can't you make a positive lie?
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to, I so agree, because I was talking to someone the other day, and I was trying to manipulate them into doing something.
Right.
And I said, like, you should do this, that, and the other thing, and that's what, it's for your own good, And then they shot back and they said, "Man, you are so fucking manipulative." And I said, I know. Pretty good, huh? Right? Why isn't there more of that? Why isn't the news just saying, like, "Hello, my name's Janice and
Joplin?
Yeah, and I'm here to manipulate you."
Yeah.
And it's just like, all the news should be is just puppies. I mean, I feel that people go on social media, the way they escape the world is through puppies and kittens, right?
Cute things.
So why not just have the news just be puppies?
Like, yes, there is a war, but look at this new litter of puppies.
I would take it one step further, and I would say in the brave new world I want to live in, they say everything is fine with humans. Look at this kitten. You know?
Yeah.
So I want to live in a world where they tell me, humans are doing great, and if you feel weird or depressed or anything, you're the problem. Meanwhile, look at these kittens.
Yeah. And you should buy a dog.
And not only that, but the government should fund a donut person who's always kind of giving away. You know when the ice cream truck comes when you're a kid?
I remember.
I want to feel like that as an adult, but there's a Krispy Kreme van.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want grown-up people to run after a donut van.
That's the world I want to live in.
That's the dictatorship you're running.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I've taken away their phones.
Yeah, so they have,
you're thinking right now, oh, everyone's too cool. Like, oh, I'm swiping on Tinder. I don't have time for a donut. Hey, listen, if I took away your drug of choice, which is that phone, you'd be running after that donut truck all day long.
I'm pretty sure people are swiping or like on Instagram, whatever, and hungry. Like, I should eat, but I have to swipe more, but I'm hungry. They're choosing to get their dopamine from the phone rather than making a souffle or like some nice,
They're choosing the phone over souffle. I think we can conclude with that.
I think we can conclude. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
The fact that you're more interested in shooting somebody rather than going on a date.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
See, now we're getting down to it. If that shooter guy didn't have access to a phone, I mean, he would just be sitting there eating souffle and chasing the donut truck.
I agree with you. Like, all the information he probably has on the Charlie Kirk is through his phone. Like the Charlie Kirk destroys whatever communists, right? A blue hair liberal, and it's just like you fucking, and it's just like if he didn't have that.
So how about this? The incel problem.
Yeah.
These are people who sit in their mom's basements and they play video games online and they're on their phone, yes?
Why is it always a basement with these people?
I don't know.
Why aren't they like... I think they're sitting in a room as well. Don't you think so?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I knew a guy once. He was in a room.
He was in a room, yeah?
Yeah, he was in a room.
What happened?
He's still there. I think he's like 47.
He's planning something?
No. He's just very happy to just be there.
Right.
He's awake all night and he sleeps all day. Anyway, more importantly... So these people are incels because they're at home doing blah, blah, blah. But if there's nothing to do at home, then they would be forced into the streets. And there's only two things to do in the streets. Date women or riot.
Right.
Right?
I mean, I can't think of anything else. Those are the two options.
I know.
It's the only thing I can think of is either you put on a suit and you meet up at a date with flowers, and then you buy her dinner, or, you share a meal, and you talk about life and what's the future. Mm-hmm. Or you put on a ski mask and you set fire to stuff.
Yeah, you firebomb the local library.
Exactly, right? You burn books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I think the choice would be easier to make without a phone because you don't have a reason to firebomb the local library and loot the Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
You don't have a reason without a phone. See, the phone is giving you a reason.
Loot Barnes & Noble? A bookstore? Who loots a bookstore? Isn't that like an Instagram thing that they said like there was a riot and they broke into like all these sports gooding stores and stuff, and then and the bookstore was like completely intact?
Wow.
Didn't you see that?
Well, I think
there was like an Instagram, like a riot, and nobody touched the bookstore, but all the other clothing stores, everything was just smashed.
I mean, I would believe it. If you're on the phone, you're too dumb, and you need Nikes and like, a TV.
Sure.
But if you don't have the phone, you're smart. You're looting bookstores.
Why would you loot a bookstore?
You wouldn't because there's no good reason to because you don't have a phone. But I'm just saying, if someone pushed you to the edge of sanity and you were going to loot something at gunpoint, it would be a bookstore.
But you don't really like, okay, there's a riot. I'm going to break into the bookstore and steal the new book of, Ayn Rand or,
Atlas Shrugged.
Atlas Shrugged or, the philosophy guys, the Aristotle and the Milton Friedman and like free economics and whatever, Karl Marx, whatever you're into.
The nonfiction section gets looted a lot.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to break into the bookstore and steal all the books. That has never happened.
Okay, fine. But listen, because people don't like, my understanding of humans is people don't like solitary confinement.
They don't?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think it's popular to sit in a room with nothing to do. No.
What a bold statement.
It's brave is what it is.
It is brave.
It's true courage.
Yes.
Because I know I'm going to be attacked for this one.
Yeah, that's true.
People aren't going to
Did you hear?
Have it.
They don't like solitary confinement.
Okay, but listen.
Wow.
I'm just saying this. If you are single at age 40, in a world, my world, where there are no
By the way,
phones,
which is quite pathetic.
What do you mean?
What?
Oh, yeah, to be single at 40?
Yeah. Isn't it?
Well, I don't know. All I'm saying is, in a world without a phone, you are just a person stuck at home on a Saturday, much like solitary confinement.
Right.
Your whole life, your apartment is basically a prison cell.
Yeah.
So you got to get out on the street and either date or
riot. Welcome to the program. Date or riot.
All right, we have Benjamin here from Long Beach. He's almost 40 and single.
It's a perfect dating show. Date or riot.
All right, you've been on 3 dates with Anita. What do you want to do? Date or riot?
So what do you like to do? Well, I like to go fishing, I like to go hunting, and I like to spend time with my animals. Okay. I'd rather riot. Okay. And then she goes out and burns stuff. Tires.
Give this man a gun.
Give that girl a gun and a guy a gun or whatever.
And a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. And then next contestant. Date or riot?
Can you think of one thing that wouldn't get better if I forcefully took away phones?
No, I would agree with you. I think anxiety, I think a lot of mental problems, I think a lot of stuff would change. There would be, of course, a problem for a short time, like the transition period. Like, my phone, like the addiction is in deep, right?
Yeah.
And then when they go cold turkey, and then you, as the leader of the government, says here's puppies and donut trucks and people forcing food in your face,
and the new game show called Date or
Riot.
Yeah, that's it.
And people would probably be happy after a while.
I think so.
Because I think here's the problem. Everybody says oh my God, the world is crazy. The world is crazy. You know what is crazy? It's we shouldn't be speaking to each other as fast as we're actually doing. The communication, the free way of communication is now it has no limits now, no speeding limit, right? People want an answer right now. Why didn't you answer? Why didn't you answer me? It's just we're insane, right? Our expectations to the world around us is crazy, okay? And we shouldn't be talking to 19,000 people at a time. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
We are in uncharted waters right now, okay? Uncharted. We haven't been here before. This communication highway we're on, we don't know how fast we're going because we have nothing to measure it against.
Can I tell you my biggest problem with the current highway?
Please do.
In the 1990s, I think it was 1993, I was on a ferry, and I was going to buy an ice cream. And I cut in front of a huge fat guy standing in front of me in line,
Right.
thinking I could do whatever I wanted. Because I was a 10-year-old cocky kid who had never experienced the world. He grabbed me and he pushed me to the side, and he said, if you do that again, I'll punch you in the face.
Now we're talking.
And that terrified me, and I never cut in line again.
There you go.
And put in other words, the system works. The problem I have with the phone is that not enough people are getting punched in the face.
We're not condoning violence, right? No, we're not pro-violence.
No, but we're just pro-correcting people.
That we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not saying punching kids in the face, cutting in line is the way to go, but you learned something from it.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a natural consequence of there being no phones. Phones take away good deterrence, right?
Right.
So I'll put it to you this way. If we refer back to Charlie Kirk, that's bad violence.
Bad violence.
Caused by the phone.
Right.
What happened to me in the ice cream line?
Good violence.
Good violence.
Well, it wasn't violent. Well, he did touch you.
It wasn't violence. It was just the 80s.
Yeah, but he did pull you.
Oh, yeah, pretty violently, too.
Violently, yeah.
But hey, I never cut in line again.
There you go.
I became a model citizen, and my life turned out great.
Here's the problem, I think, because we're not saying you should punch anyone, but what we are saying is that, like monkeys, if a monkey does something wrong, the gorilla is not really talking like, hey, you shouldn't do that because it's a wrong thing. No, they throw a banana at them.
Yeah, or they punch each other into reason.
Yeah, it's more like should we be like the gorillas? Sometimes.
I'm just saying punching is an underrated form of communication.
It is communication because it's saying something.
It's saying something.
But we're not saying that that's the way you should say it.
Well,
we're just saying that the fear of being punched should be in everyone.
That's it.
That's what we're saying.
You know what? All the value, 100% of the value lies in the fear of being punched.
Exactly.
And when people are on the phone, they're not afraid enough of being punched.
Exactly. They should be afraid of the punch.
Your whole life should feel like you're in an MMA ring.
Constantly.
With an unstable person who doesn't like you. And you should be very careful how you talk and how you behave.
You're right.
And now, this is not condoning violence because there is no violence.
There's no violence.
It's just a healthy fear of violence.
Be fearful and talk to people and be nice. And if you can't do that, if you have to climb on a roof and shoot somebody to make a point, that's not the way to do this.
No.
You're just you're just doing history repeating itself. And you know what? It's boring.
It's uninteresting.
It's uninteresting.
Yeah.
You shooting your enemy, it's not really doing anything. Are you pro-Palestine or pro-Israel and whatever? Is the thing that they're doing the right way to do this? Both sides, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. It's getting boring. Do I support what Hamas did? No. Am I supporting what the Israel is doing and have been doing for a long time? No. I'm not a fan. It's history repeating. And as a comedian, when I see people do the same joke over and over again, like if you're at a dinner party, but people like do the same bit over and over again, it gets boring. You know why? Because I see a person who's not very creative. Mm-hmm. And that's my problem. Yeah. That's my biggest problem, actually. You sneaking up on a college thing, pointing your gun at your supposed enemy, and you shoot him. You know what? We've done this before. We've seen this. It's boring.
That's right.
It's boring. And by the way, if you hate somebody, don't shoot them. It's very simple. Just have a better argument. Why didn't you go down there and like make a video? College kid destroys Charlie Kirk.
That's right.
Why don't you make your own thing?
Yeah.
You go down there. Here, Charlie, I've been looking at your videos. Why is it that you're always like, this is your tactic? It's very simple. You don't have a college degree. You're like putting your Christianity out there. You're not open for new ideas. Blah, 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 blah. You're a capitalist. You're a fucking whatever. And like you're the hypocrisy and everything.
You should have been his debate coach.
Why don't you go down there and make a better argument? That would be have a bigger impact on because you can't kill an idea. We've seen this before.
That's right.
The idea has to be quelched or, it has to be
strangled.
Strangled.
Okay, but I always thought, wow, I really hate wokeness. Now, the only reason I hate wokeness is these are all ideas that sound really great, but the way of achieving them always go against their own aims. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're just like, these people, they want communism, right? And I always thought this was a bad thing, but this is actually a great thing for my dictator plan.
Yes.
Because I should now step in and I should say, listen, let's get this communist show on the road. Do it for real this time. You know? Hey, just sign up to my new party and give me your phone and let's do this. And then slowly but surely, they think they're giving away their phone, right? Which is, they think they're giving away, like, you know, their attachment to capitalism. But in fact, they're giving away their power. And then I can just take over society, right? And the remainders who do have a phone, I'll just force it out of them, you know? And then once I have everyone's phone, then ironically enough, my reign of terror would usher in utopia.
Right.
Right?
I think you are the
qualified for this.
You are the one to lead us.
I think so too.
And as I've always been saying about you, either you will die in the gutter being butt fucked by a meth head.
Nice.
Or you're gonna enslave us all.
That's right.
It's like either or with you. It's never something in the middle.
I know. It's nothing.
Either you build an empire or you will be eaten by the rats.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of that kind of like...
hey, what you're saying there is genius because it's so either or.
Yes.
I don't settle for mediocrity.
No, you don't.
No, you know what I mean? I either get destroyed by my own ideas or they take me to greatness and I destroy everyone else.
Exactly.
I recently joined Hinge. It's a dating app.
Okay.
And I had to fill in some stuff. And it was just a queue. So it was stuff like, dating me is like, ... And you have to write something, whatever.
What did you write?
Well, no, I wrote, there was another one that said, together we should. Right?
Dating me is like being in a dictatorship, but just with puppies.
With a donut truck continuously circling the block.
The donut dating me is like dating the truck driver of a donut truck.
Listen, there was one that said, together we should.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, together we should annihilate the human race.
Right.
And I didn't have the courage to post it. But do you think that would have done well?
No, I think you should together we will enslave humanity.
Yeah.
We'll build an empire.
But wouldn't that be funny? But also, it's funny because it's true.
It is true.
You know?
Or maybe will be true.
Right.
Because it's either or. As I've said, either you get blown up in the air or you're going to be the king of the world.
Do you think there are enough people out there right now who are afraid of being punched in the face?
I don't think it's enough. No.
What does a society look like where enough people are afraid of being punched in the face?
It's a great society. It's the best, if you ask me. People need fear. They do.
They do.
They need fear because we're too comfortable. We're too comfortable over here.
Right.
Again, the joke the Louis C.K. had, we're too stupid as a race. Like people are like, I can't do this, and everybody's like, But if we had animals around us all the time who was chasing us, we would be productive and quick and nimble, and we would be like on the subway. We're you're like, where is this? But if there's cheetahs on the subway, you would be careful going down there, right?
That's it.
And you wouldn't be like, where am I? You would know exactly where you are, and you would know where the exit is, because if there's a bear coming for you, you know where to go, right? So as a society, we're docile, we're stupid, we're unhealthy, we're eating shit, and everything is allowed now. And, I'm a big fan of, do whatever you want. Don't bother me with your problems. That's my attitude, right? I'm not a big fan of the idea, but it's probably going to happen. I'm going to end up at a farm with guns and some chickens. Yeah. That's where, I've been thinking about, I shouldn't go there, but maybe that's the solution at the end, right? Because this is not going to end well for us.
I'm
Because
glad you're finally buying into my ideology.
Yes, I am. Because
You read my book?
I read the
pamphlet.
The pamphlet, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. You were saying
No, yeah.
when the dystopian aftermath hits us.
No, but like again, it's like listen, people are like, was it bad? Like they're asking ChatGPT probably, was it good that Charlie Kirk got shot? Like that's the level here now. Yeah. We're not even using our brains, and it's getting more and more normal. You shouldn't have an opinion because the AI said it. Why should you think why would you even think about something?
Can you believe
it's explained for you?
Can you believe I asked someone? I said, "Listen, there's 2 types of main potatoes.
Right.
What is your experience with potatoes, et cetera, et cetera?" And they said, "Have you asked ChatGPT?" And I said, "I want a human opinion." And they were like, "Oh, that's weird."
People don't have opinions.
That's weird.
Again, talking about capitalism, this is the problem with capitalism because now people are like, "Hey, listen, we can tell people what to think." But it's a market of free ideas and stuff. No, it won't be any free ideas. The ideas will be coming from a chatbot that has given you a thing that they want to push you in a direction where they can take more from you. What did Klaus Schwab say in Davos? He said, "You will own nothing and be happy." He could have just said, "Listen, you will eat bugs and own nothing." That's what he should have been saying. Right? But that's the way, this is the way we're going. The sharing economy. And you will own nothing. You won't own your house. You won't own a car. You won't like everything you're doing. Like it's an app. You just like you live through your app, and like your card is just like paying for everything. And you go to work, and you'll be happy. Okay, but who's owning the stuff? Those guys with the yachts over there.
Well, I can't help but like vision that donut truck circling the block every 5 minutes.
You will own donuts and
but
be
like,
happy.
No, but the ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? Like this truck comes along and no one's employed. Everyone's on universal basic income.
Yeah, who's creating stuff? Robots?
The robots.
Right.
And also there are no cops. There's just like robot cops.
Robocop.
Robot cops. And so there's no crime.
Right.
And then there's constant surveillance on everything you're doing. But at least you don't have a phone. So you have a lot of like serenity.
You know what? We should have constant surveillance. And there's like a speaker on the camera who says, "You know what? You're doing a great job."
I thought they were going to say like, "The dear leader is watching you."
And you're doing a hell of a job.
And you're doing great.
Like there's a microphone in your apartment, in your car, wherever you are. And it's just like...
Have a donut.
Like it's like positive messaging.
Yeah. And it's like, here, watch this puppy.
Listen,
and have a donut.
We've been looking at you all day. We're very happy.
Yeah.
Happy with the results.
You're doing great.
Listen, you've been lying on the couch all day. Why not? You should have a breather.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
This is your time.
It is.
Like, thank you, leader.
This is your moment.
Yeah, because like this is the problem with surveillance. It's like they're surveilling you, but they're not saying anything. They're just like, "Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Who's looking at me?"
That's
and
true.
they're like, there's just like a humming sound, like this, like the camera, just like watching, right? And there's like Big Brother. There's a red light, like the government. It's like just like storing everything you're doing, like they're like measuring and like this. But if there was like a happy song and the camera looking at you, giving you like positive messaging, backing you up, like on the street, "Hey, we're watching you, looking great."
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, government.
Yeah. I think the only problem with surveillance is that you don't know who's watching. So if they could be better at communicating, hey, look at you.
Who is that? Tim. I'm Tim.
Yeah. Is that a new dress? You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're looking great. You know what I mean? Who's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
You know?
Give me a shout if the date doesn't go well.
Yeah. And you can riot the local bookstore.
Yeah.
Sorry, loot.
Loot.
You can loot the local bookstore.
Riot at the store.
I heard it. I heard it.
But in conclusion.
Yeah.
In conclusion. Stop shooting people.
And put down your phone. No. Stop shooting people, and at the next election, vote for whoever wants to forcibly take away the phones.
Sure. But if that's not realistic, which sadly to say, some of your ideas are sometimes not realistic when it comes to the options. Okay? So do you have any other, like maybe more on the planet Earth ideas that may be helping? Like, okay, so I said don't shoot anyone. It's not helping and it's boring. Right?
Yeah.
So what is your other advice out there for the people who's like, I feel like I hate everything?
I think like Nick Fuentes is obviously going to be president. So like email him and say, take away our phones.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just being realistic.
You're really not.
Yeah, but these are the ideas that people can't handle.
Okay, but so that's a great idea. I love where your head's at.
Thank you.
Wherever it is.
Right.
But okay, but what else do you recommend for the instead of having riots, which we're kind of heading towards,
right?
What do you recommend?
Well, I mean, either go on a date or focus on potatoes.
Exactly. Great.
Okay.
Great.
And I just like to remind people that, all the starch in a potato is only hidden in there until you have the courage to use baking soda to extract it out.
I mean, if that shooter knew this before, we would be seeing how Charlie Kirk was destroying some blue-haired, strange, like radical person with like weird clothes and pins and buttons and like destroy this and destroy that, pro-communism but against fascism, but have very like kind of a fascistic attitude anyway. It's like, I'm a communist, like, and forgetting that they killed around 100 million people in the name of communism, which I think is not great.
No,
it's not great.
It's not ideal.
I don't think it's great. So, stop caring about your Stop caring about the people who have different ideas about you from you. Like he doesn't agree with me, I'm gonna attack him. Like just do your own thing.
I just like to bring up one last thing that is really bad. I was at a hardware store.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I said, "Listen, I need you to." I went up to the guy who worked there. He had the shirt on. He's got the logo on his shirt.
Yeah.
And I said, "Please help me find this thing." And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And he takes out his phone and he Googles his own store.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, it's not in stock. And I'm like, what the fuck is, like, what do you do? What? You're supposed to be a guy who lives for hardware. Yeah. You're supposed to be a guy who, you grew up. When you were 5 years old, you're like, oh man, I'm going to be in the hardware store business. I'm going to learn everything about the hardware stuff. You should be a wandering library of hardware stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going into the store so a guy can Google his own store.
So true.
And I'm just saying, stop Googling stuff and realize that ChatGPT is your enemy and a potato project is your friend.
So if there's anything you should take away from this podcast today, don't riot if you can go on a date.
That's it.
Okay?
Well,
and don't shoot anyone. Try to go on a date first. Okay? Try to at least sleep with a woman. Sleep with a woman before you shoot somebody. Is that too much to ask? I don't think it is.
Well, I mean, you're talking about it like sleeping with a woman like it's a choice. I mean, you have to you have to convince her it's a good idea.
Yeah, but put on some cologne. Wash your shirt. Put on some clean underwear.
I'm sure all these people have dirty shirts. That's
for sure. They stink.
That's it.
Don't you think that 22-year-old shit kid who shot Shirley stinks?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm saying there's hope. I'm saying this is a hopeful message here. Put on a shirt, wash yourself, go to the hairdresser, whatever you have to do, put on some clean shoes, and ask that woman you like, hey, would you like to have a cup of coffee one day?
Yeah.
And you know what would happen? And this is a maybe, but there's a chance she would say yes.
Yeah.
And that's worth it. And if she doesn't do that, if she says no, get your gun.
Well, I mean, just keep dating until our Messiah gets into office to forcefully take away our technology.
Charlie Kirk is not your problem.
No.
Getting your girlfriend, that's your problem.
Until the Messiah comes.
Until the Messiahs come. Yeah. until he arrives.
Yeah.
In whatever shape or form.
To take the phones.
To take the phones. But again, go on a date and leave that gun for the moment, okay?
Yeah.
Try to get a date first.
Yeah.
Don't be shooting people before you've slept with a lady.
Date your way out of the shooting.
Date your way out of your problems.
Date your way out of your shooting fantasies.
That is true.
Yeah.
And as I just said, and if she says no, and the other one says no, and the other one says no, okay, maybe we can look at the gun for a second.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll recommend some stuff. And by the way, as we have always been saying, before you do anything out there, kids, send your manifesto.
Right here.
Right here.
We're accepting.
We'll read it.
Yeah.
And we'll give you some tips.
We give the best notes.
Because we don't want to get you caught in a big like political situation where you have like some wrong writing and like there's wrong wording. And it's like, no, there's exclamation point here. And, we'll help you out.
And the hotline is always open.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah.
We're waiting for your call.
Yeah, always.
Always. Okay, people. Bye-bye.